Good morning. How are we feeling today? What do we get? We got Scorpio. We could have a Scorpio rising on our hands today. Scorpio, Virgo, and I'm seeing Mars. Okay, you could have Mars in Virgo. You could have Mars in Scorpio. Do we need one more? If you have any planets in Virgo or in or around 20 Scorpio, if you have any placements around 20 Scorpio, I'm also seeing 10 Sagittarius and 20 Gemini. Okay? So you could also have Mars around any of those. You could have any placement around those degrees of those signs. We'll see if it comes up. Huh? I was trying to remember. Fucking Mars has just moved into Scorpio. That's why we had Mars and Scorpio come out. It's not at 20 Scorpio, but we do have Mars in Scorpio. So Mars is in one of his home signs. He does like that. It's a lot easier than him being in Libra. Libra is a Venus ruled sign. He's his natural opposite. So it's like if like a bachelor was staying at a bachelorette pad. You know what I mean? If Mars is in a Libra, if Mars is in a Venus ruled sign. But now Mars is at home. He's back in the bachelor pad, you know, howling with the wolves. Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Virgo. Virgo honestly has a lot of action right now, as we know. We just had the Virgo eclipse the other day. Venus is in Virgo. Venus is at 3 degrees of Virgo. Oh, you know what? This is interesting. Uranus and Gemini is actually squaring Venus. It's starting to pass, actually. Uranus has been kind of making the feminines a little crazy. Also getting lots of insight. Lots of innovations, lots of ideas, lots of downloads. Okay. Let's get into the tarot, huh? Now, Mars and Scorpio. Yeah. It's one of his home signs. I might be a little partial to Mars in Aries as opposed to Mars in Scorpio. Mars is just so masculine, you know? But I like when the anger and the aggression, when it burns off really quickly, you know? Like when it's in Aries. Or when it's in Gemini. Do you have Mars in Gemini? That could be with having Mars come up here like this. If Mars is in a really quick sign, like Aries or Gemini, then it comes quickly, but it goes quickly. You know? It might burn really quickly and really hot and really fast, but then off it goes. Off it goes. As opposed to maybe Jupiter. Maybe a Jupiter-ruled fire sign. If you got Mars and Sag, it could burn really hot and for a really long time. Jupiter could expand it, make it really, really hot, right? Now, Scorpio. Mars and Scorpio. It's a water-ruled sign. It's a water sign. It is a fixed water sign. It's a fixed Mars feminine sign. So think about jealousy, passive aggressiveness, holding grudges, you know? It's a natural part of being human. It's a natural archetype. 1 of 12, right? But it's kind of, we don't have to be like that. If you have Mars and Scorpio, if you have Scorpio placements in general, especially in your big 3, or if it's on one of the angles, the 1st, the 4th, the 7th, or the 10th house, whole sign house. If it's in the 1st, the 4th, the 7th, or the 10th whole sign house, if you have strong Scorpio in your chart, you don't have to act like a Scorpio all day. You don't have to act from the shadow side of the Scorpio. We don't have to be jealous. We don't have to hold grudges. We don't have to hold these. It's like a swamp, right? Scorpio is kind of like a swamp, whereas Cancer is a water sign, is like a spring. It's the cardinal waters, right? Scorpio is a fixed water sign. It's like a swamp, okay? Pisces is the ocean. But Scorpio could also be like a river. That's fixed as well. That's fixed on its course. Fixed on its course back to the ocean. We can let things go. We can let things flow. We can still be deep. We can still feel without holding grudges. Okay, well, interesting. Let's see what the cards have to say. What the tarot has to say for today, huh? Queen of Wands. She actually was out when I was talking about all that shit. And I put it back. Fiery. Oh. Pele holds grudges. Don't hold grudges, bitches. Just because someone took a little bit of your fire, just because someone took a little bit of your light, just because someone took something of yours, doesn't mean you can't make more. Don't curse people just because they took a little bit of your magic. We have a fiery bitch on our hands today. What else? We're not holding grudges. We're not casting spells. We just protect ourselves. Did you guys notice my evil eye? Thanks, Mom. It's nice, right? I think we have an angry fire sign on our hands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Could be. Doesn't have to be. We all have all of the signs within us somewhere. So why don't you go and check out? Go look at the whole sign houses. Make sure it's whole sign houses. This is important. What whole sign houses are ruled by Scorpio? Sagittarius. Where is Mars placed in your chart? What about Gemini? What about Virgo? Okay? Because we all have all of them somewhere. We act like all of the signs in some areas of our life. And we have the ability to act like any of the signs anytime. Again, I've said this before. The ones that are hardest to not be pulled in the direction of are the signs of our Mars and the signs of our moon. Mercury too, a lot of the time. But moon and Mars are so reactionary, okay? So it's okay if you do tend to have your fiery tendencies, you know? That's okay. If you tend to be a little neurotic, Virgos, that's okay. If you tend to be a little crazy, Geminis, that's okay. It's what makes us all different. It makes us all special, right? Sometimes we like the pull of the planets, toadism, and other times we don't. That's when we have to find the center of the wheel. Come back to center. Come back to the Fool. Come back to the Ace of Cups. Come back to the Star. I like all those things the same. Okay, let's see what else besides the Queen of Wands. Oh. All right, I saw it. 10 of Cups. It's that non-human, it's like, what's her name? Jalisa the Seaborn or something like that? Maybe we'll look that up. Maybe we'll look up that one today. Let's see. We're all going after our happily ever after, and we can all have it. The Star. It's coming reversed. The World. Coming reversed. 3 of Cups. Not reversed. 7 of Swords. That was on the bottom of the deck with the Pele. We got the Coyote here. He was not reversed before. Interesting. Let me get a little bit more. All right. The Star's reversed, guys. You're not going to get to your 10. You're not going to get through the moon and get to 19, the sun. You're not going to get from the 8 to the 10 without the Star, without your faith. Okay? Let's get a little bit more. Why are we having a lack of faith today? You know, sometimes when we hold on to grudges, when we hold on to the past, when we hold on to, you know, pain and anger and regret from things that people have done to us in the past, that's an act of not having faith. Because we're showing, oh, we don't believe that everything happens for a reason. We don't believe that all the towers that happen are for the best. We don't believe that there is a natural order and flow to the universe. We don't believe that God or source or the universe has my best interest in mind. We don't believe that there's something better out there for us. We don't believe that we're the Empress. When you believe that you're the Empress, when you know that you're the Empress and the Emperor, when you know that you're royalty, then you don't need to worry about what other people think or what other people say or what other people have done to you. Okay? Because it's just their fucking jealousy. It's just part of the path of learning that you are worthy. You're worthy. You don't need to burn people up. All right, extra information, clarification. Please clarify the 10 of Cups. Justice. It's kind of coming reversed a little bit. Justice. I think Justice is coming with the Queen of Wands too. Yeah. I think Justice is what's going to make her happy. She feels like she's been wronged. There is someone out there who feels like they've been wronged, who feels like they've been hurt. I'm going to put all these back. Yeah, and they're just sitting and she's just sitting and struggling. Someone could also feel like they've been wronged by God. Someone's toiling and just crying over the work that they have to do instead of accepting that it's part of the path. Okay, let me get a little bit more. I think someone really feels hurt, and that's why they're like, why did this happen to me? Why did this person do this to me? Why did this thing happen? Right? And so they hold grudges, thinking that justice needs... There's a fucking empress out there, or someone who thinks that justice needs to be theirs. What does God say? God says justice is mine. You don't need to take karma into your own hands. You don't. It's all worked out. It is all worked out. You just need to be the empress. Remain the empress. Okay? My Scorpios. My Scorps. We can all do that though, right? So this doesn't have to just be for the empresses. You know, any emperors could have issues with jealousy, issues with holding grudges, issues with stuff like that as well. And that could actually be where the emperors, the divine masculines, need to have more flow and more empress energy within their life. This is kind of like the river. So that's what I said before. Instead of being a swamp, we want to be a river. We want to be fixed in one direction with our heart, with our water, okay? We need to let it flow. We need to let it go. This can sometimes be Taurus, which is another fixed sign. It's a fixed earth sign, right? So we don't want to hold on to things. But there's this totemism that I use about the rivers actually a lot. I've been using it a lot lately, and that's that, you know, we can hold on to things so long. We can hold on to our old ways so long. We can hold on to our beliefs so long, but eventually it must be released. Eventually we do return to source. Even, you know, we're being urged to level up and to set off into the darkness in faith all our life, all the time. We're being asked to level up and get to the world, okay? We're being asked to do this, but sometimes it takes dying because we're so stubborn. Sometimes we're so fucking stubborn that we limit ourselves, we keep ourselves stuck, and we keep ourselves like a swamp. We could be holding on to grudges about ourselves. We could be so mad at ourselves and so disappointed in ourselves that we keep spinning. We're holding a grudge against ourselves too. Some of you, it's that. And that's going to keep you like a swamp. That's going to keep you festering. We don't want to fester. But eventually all water does lead back to the ocean. Eventually. Even if it has to evaporate, you know? Eventually it will lead back. Even the whirlpools, you know, every river, there's the eddies, there's the billabongs, okay? You get stuck in a whirlpool, you get stuck in a negative cycle, you get stuck in a backspin, okay? If you're slipping back, we are being asked to go into our new timeline right now, but it's hard to say no to our old self, to what we're used to. So if you're doing that, have compassion with yourself. Have compassion with yourself, okay? And just try again. Just try again. Every moment, we have the ability to step into our new self. It is okay. It is okay. We can get here anytime. We just need to break our old cycles. I just see the Emperor. All right, I'll keep him. Hi, Emperors. He is slightly reversed. He doesn't know he's the king yet. Each, please. King of Cups with the star. With the World, we have the Magician reversed. Duh. With the Three of Cups, we have the Five of Wands. And with the Seven of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups. King of Cups with the star. Could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be. It's the man in love. This is the boy with the dragon pearl. It's an interesting story. Oh, it's about... This is a Scorpio card! Scorpio is the main archetype for today. Possessiveness. We hold on to things. We fester like a swamp. Taurus and Scorpio. Two sides of the same coin. Okay? Okay. Venus. Scorpio. Scorpio. Mars. So there's something here about the possessiveness of him holding on to this pearl. Year of the Dragon could be significant for some. And that's the thing with possessiveness too. It's kind of like the Four of Pentacles is what I'm thinking of. That's a Taurus card to me. He holds on to the coins, his possessions, whatever it is, so tightly out of protection because he thinks he needs it to protect himself. So oftentimes when we cling on to people or things or possessions in a possessive sort of way, it's because we don't have faith. It's because we believe that it's not for us, that we need to control, that we need to hold on to something. We don't. If it's for us, it will be for us. If it's for us, it's not going to go anywhere. There's that totemism with the hands again that we mentioned yesterday. If you try to chase after something or grip onto it too tightly, then it will slip through your fingers. If you push anything away, if you push at something, it's going to push back. This is physics, okay? The only way to know if something is truly for you is to hold it like this and see if it remains, okay? Now, we're not leveling up because we don't believe we have the power, right? You need to do judgment plus the magician. You need to remember that we have all of the tools. We need to remember the totemism that we came here to have fun, that we are playing a game, and that we need to learn how to play this long run good game in order to rise up, we want to be the cosmic dancer. Now, it's interesting, in this deck, they put 2 people on the world. That's usually not the case. But I think in this case, there's something about the Emperor and the Empress needing to come together, you know? But it's learning how to not be held back. It's learning how to not let anything keep you stuck, how to skip along the world. All right. So we could be feeling that. We could be feeling like we're kind of stuck in a cycle, like something isn't closed yet. We're feeling powerless because of not being able to let go of something towards the middle of the day. Towards the end of the day, we have the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. There could be some celebration. There could be some reunion. There could be some partying. Someone could be doing that. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the wheel's going to turn by the end of the day. What is it? It's really lucky with the 3 of... We're coming out of the struggle with the 5 of Wands. Oh my God. Queen of Cups. Okay, we have the King and the Queen of Cups. King and the Queen of Cups and the Emperor and the Empress today. We got them yesterday too. We also got the King and the Queen of Wands yesterday. I think the tables are going to turn on our emotions. We're going to be feeling a lot better. We're going to be coming out of the struggle. Maybe we're going to see some friends, our community. Yeah, nice. 10 of Coins. 10 of Pentacles. A Pentacles? A Pentacles? A Pentacles. The house, the spouse, the kids, the dogs. What's that about? Something could be turning in our finances. Something could be turning when it comes to our material world. Oh, we got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. It's always there for us, guys. You know, we need to let go of something. The table's going to turn. I like that. 5 of Cups reversed. We got 2 5s reversed. Yeah, the table's going to turn because we're letting go. We're finally letting go. So for some of you, this message with the Scorpios, we're holding on to past hurts too much, right? And not realizing that there's 2 cups still standing. Move on. If you're trying to let go of like a love situation, move on. There's more. There's more out there for you always, okay? Stop struggling. Like, we can get here, all right? Stop. There is someone, I just got the message too. Someone's afraid of walking away from a relationship because of money. Someone doesn't have enough faith to leave a toxic relationship because they think that having the money will protect them. I haven't gotten into this yet. Wait. Yeah, please clarify the 7 of Swords and 8 of Cups. What is that about? 7 of Swords, we're no longer running from something. 7 of Swords is kind of, sometimes it's the lying, cheating, and stealing card. I think someone, oh, let me see, the Tower. Fuck. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Someone's releasing. Okay, so for some of you, there is, you're getting ready to walk away from a relationship. There's like a Tower moment happening, realizing that you've been building something that's not on a firm foundation. You've been holding on to it out of protection. I mentioned this card, the 4 of Pentacles, a Taurus card. That's an interesting one with the vulture. And it's time to set off into the dark night and to leave something behind. Someone could have been being sneaky. Let me get a little more. Someone's taking a risk. Yep. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. So just in general, I think that there's, you know, the tables are going to turn because we're realizing what we're doing out of protection. Okay. There's lots of messages in this one. Okay. Whoa. Ferret again. That's not ferret. It's weasel. And it's weird prairie dog again. Remember we got those the other day? All right, I'm seeing weasel. What was that about? Someone acting like a weasel? Someone could be 33. 33s. A rabbit. The messages are the same until you actually change, and the message is the same. This is the one we got yesterday. Someone's fearful. Someone's trying to weasel out of something. The coyote. Coyote. Anything else? Come on. How about some new animals? Animal medicine to remind us of what we need to do. Remember, rabbit's about fear. If you didn't... Oh my God. Coyote. Coyote. Oh, I love my life. Coyote. Oh my God. Someone is so fucking fearful. Okay. So remember, if you didn't hear what I said about rabbit, I read the rabbit one yesterday. It's kind of intense. Kind of intense. I cried. But now we have coyote. And what is weasel about again? It's like planning. Stealth. Someone is being sneaky. It's the lying, cheating, and stealing card. Someone realized that, and they were angry, but you don't want to hold a grudge. Okay, and then Coyote is 13. The Trickster. There are thousands of myths and stories about Coyote, the great trickster. It says Coyote is not a recommended business partner or lover. Coyote contrary may signal a time when everything you touch backfires. He was reversed here too. Why are you being such a weasel? You're so... This is not the best. We got rabbit, weasel, and coyote reversed. On the other hand, you may not be conscious of your own pathway of foolishness. You may have conned yourself, your family, your friends, or even the public at large into believing that you know what you are doing. But listen, coyote, you are balled up in your own machinations. You have created a befuddling, bewildering, confounding trick. Pick up the juggler eyes from the ground and put them back in their sockets. See through the genius of your acts of self-sabotage. Find it amusing and laugh, trickster. Laugh. We need to remember that we came here to have fun, guys. If you can't laugh at yourself and your crazy antics, you have lost the game. Coyote always comes calling when things get too serious. We came here to have fun, guys. We came here to have fun. Holy shit. The medicine is in laughter and joking so that new viewpoints may be assumed. If you have coyote medicine, you may use it to make stuffy old fogies lighten up. Scorpios with their festering swamp. Scorpios with their festering fucking swamp. Wow. A fairy card. I want a fairy card now, because why not? Because why not? What do the fairies have to say about this situation? Well, we have the bodacious Bodak, and it went really far. Oh my God. No way. Oh, that gnome. He's a trickster. Someone's playing tricks. I think we have someone has a trickster spirit on them, you know, that's just like playing jokes with them, kind of poking fun at their limitations a little bit. Sorry. You gotta laugh at yourself, remember? Meddling, tampering, sabotage. Like trickster, creative chaos, breaking habits and patterns. Nice. We like that. It's time to leap into the air. It's fool medicine. Letting the earth turn beneath you and discover where you come down again. Reasonable risks are okay. Even unreasonable risks are probably okay. Use your head and look before you leap, of course, but do so understanding that the actual jump is likely to be very rewarding. It's going to be very rewarding. The reward. This is the happy harvest. No guarantees, but there never really are anyway, no matter how pretty the paper may seem to be printed on and the scroll work around the edge. In a reading, the presence of that gnome tells us that the forces of chaos are at work. What did I say about the eclipses, guys? Let chaos reign. We're getting shaken up. That's the tower. The tower. All of the old things are trying to get loosened and out of the way so we can build our life on joy. Things may not be as they seem, and this may very well be a good thing. Look for the unexpected, find the opportunity in it, and go for it. He says that no matter how confused things may seem, there is a way to make them better. But it is a creative way, one you haven't tried before. He says, think amazing new thoughts. Okie dokie. I love it. I love it. I'm loving this reading today, guys. Have faith, guys. Have faith. Take your leap of faith. Have faith. Take your leap of faith. Stop being fearful. Stop being a fearful rabbit weasel. Use your powers for good. Okay. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.